asking questions can be complicated. My students always have a hard time when they have to ask someone a question. So let's learn it in a very simple way. There are two types of questions: yes or no questions or the double H questions. Yes or no questions always start with an auxiliary. For example, do you like bananas? Yes, I love bananas. Are you studying English now? Yes, I am. Did you eat a banana yesterday? No, I didn't eat anything yesterday. Were you sleeping when I called you yesterday? Yes, I was. You woke me up. Have you ever been to Canada? No, I haven't been to Canada yet. All of the questions I have just said are answered with yes or no. That's why they are called yes or no questions. As I said, they always start with an auxiliary verb, and the auxiliary we use depends on the verb tense of the question. If the question is in the present, we use do or does. If the question is in the present continuous, we use the verb to be in the present, is, are, or am. If the question is in the past, we use did. If the question is in the past continuous, we use the verb to be in the past, was or were. If the question is in the present perfect, we use have or has. I think you got the idea, right? So the formula to ask yes or no questions correctly is auxiliary verb, subject, verb, and the complement. If your question is in the simple present and in the past, the verb is in the basic form. Do you like? Did you eat? If your question is in the present continuous or in the past continuous, the verb is in the gerund form with ing. Yes, are you studying? Were you sleeping? If your question is in the present perfect, the verb is in the participle form. Have you ever been? Okay, been is the participle of the verb to be. Now, the double H questions are the questions that we ask using interrogative pronouns. But what are interrogative pronouns? They are what, where, when, how, who, how many, how often, how long. And the formula to ask double H questions correctly is question word, auxiliary, person, and the verb, and then the complement. Let's see some examples. Where does she live? She lives in Paris. What is she doing? She is cooking. What are you doing? I am studying. Where did you go last night? I went to a friend's house. When did she move to England? She moved to England last year. How many children do you have? We have two, a boy and a girl. How long have you been living here for? I have been living here for 10 years. So, as you could see, the double H questions have the interrogative pronouns in the beginning. Then they have the auxiliary verb. Then they have the verb. Remember that the form of the verb is going to depend on the type of question you're asking. If your question is in the present or in the past, the verb is going to be in the normal form. If your question is in the present continuous or the past continuous, your verb is going to be with ing. If your question is in the present perfect, your verb is going to be in the participle form. To make sure you understood everything, write some questions in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you are new here. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.